I am 18 years old. I had been in the Navy 6 months, out to sea for 2. I was green. I wasn't just green from being in the Navy, I was green because we hit pretty heavy seas. Things were flying all over the office. Books over here, papers over there. And finally, this crusty old bosun's mate that I worked with said, "Lutz, go down to the galley, get some chow line, secure all this stuff." And I thought to myself, chow line. I mean, I knew you stood in a chow line to get chow. I just didn't think there was a such thing as some kind of string that you actually tied things down with so things didn't fly all over. And I had waited too long, and finally he said, "What are you waiting for, Lutz? Get down there." So I hopped down to the mess decks to get some chow line. I went right up to the supply clerk. I said, "Hey, I need some chow line." He's like, "Okay, well, you're going to need to go see supply." So I went to go see supply. And supply said, "Hey, we've got it, but you need to go see the chief." So I went to see the chief. He's like, "Chief, Seaman Lutz, we got chow line. However, you're going to need to file out a special request chit." So I run back to my office. I put the chit into my typewriter, and I start pounding it out. And I get all done. I run back down to supply, and I say, "I've got it. I'm ready." They're like, "All right, well, there's been something that came up. You need to go see the chief again." So I went to go see the chief. And the chief took a good look at this request that I had filled out. I mean, he looked like he was looking at a multi-million-dollar contract. He's like, "Hey, you forgot to initial here." So I initialed there. So, "Hey, you forgot to sign here." So I signed there. And he took another gander at it and then said, "Yeah, we're all out of that." I sheepishly went back to my office, and as soon as I walked in, everybody erupted in laughter. "How stupid can you be, chow line?" See, I had known on the way down there that something wasn't exactly right, but I wasn't exactly able to put my finger on it. And my arch enemy, my nemesis, Dave Taylor, said, "Yep, they'll get you. They'll get you again." I said, "I don't think so, Dave." He's like, "Yeah, they won't get me because all I got to do is have a little common sense." So, 2 days later, we were pulled into Aruba. And over the intercom, they said, "Now station the mail buoy watch." You know, buoys that float in water, mail that your loved ones write you. And Dave sat up and said, "That's me, that's me." And he darted out of the office. The bosun's mate said to me, "Hey, Lutz, follow me up to the bridge." We get up to the bridge of the ship. That thing is packed with people. And they are laughing because out on the forecastle of the ship, the front of the ship, is Dave Taylor. Full battle gear, helmet, telephone, earphones, big cape, well, it's called a cape-pock. Anyway, life preserver. And the thought that, one, there was a mail buoy where mail actually hung on in the ocean for us to pick up was ludicrous in itself. But two, the thought that Dave Taylor could pick it up with a 4-foot hook was astronomically ludicrous. And so finally, after about 15 minutes, the captain was a little bit tired. He said, "All right, that's enough." And they said, "Now secure the mail buoy watch." And Dave finally came back to the office, and everybody erupted in laughter for Dave. And the bosun mate said to Dave, "Well, I guess common sense isn't all that common, is it?" Which made me think that in my entire life, I've had all these different instances that have happened to me. That I do something, and a moment later I was like, "Dope! Why did I do that?" I mean, that defies all common sense. How about you? How many of you had that kind of thing where you did something, and it defied everything you absolutely knew? That's why I think common sense becomes uncommon when we forget to use what we know or what we've learned. But all of us have had these different experiences where afterwards we're thinking, "Why did I do that?" That defies everything I already know. So what I want to share with you is a few uncommon sense ways to connect with the people around you so you can get along better and maybe get more.